What if I told you that your dream body, your dream career, and your dream life is just 5 seconds away? Not 5 years, not 5 months, not even 5 weeks. It's just 5 seconds away. It sounds ridiculous, right? But trust me, guys, millions of people have used this simple rule and transformed their life from overthinking to finally take action. So, stay tuned till the end of this video. You will understand how your brain is secretly sabotaging you and help you to beat it every single time. So, without any further delay, let's get started. The problem that nobody talks about. Once in our life, or multiple times in our life, we have promised ourselves that tomorrow I'll apply for this job, tomorrow I'll go to the gym, tomorrow I'll start studying so hard for that exam. But when the actual tomorrow comes, nothing has changed. But why? Meet Mel Robbins. Back in 2009, Mel Robbins' life was falling apart. She was 41, unemployed, and her marriage was also falling apart. Drowning in debt, bills kept coming. Collection agencies called every single day. And when every day in the morning alarm rings, she didn't felt that excited to start the day. Instead, she felt fear because of the bills she has to pay. She chose to snooze. That single decision of her day ruined her entire day. She knew everything to be done. Like wake up, find job, exercise, be kind, but knowing isn't enough because just knowing does not create any action. Here is the invisible enemy gets into our life. Here is something we hardly realize or never realize is that whenever we try to start thinking about doing something new, our brain manufactures thousands of excuses within seconds. Like maybe later, or you are tired right now. What if you fail? What if people judge you? These are all the stories that our brain makes up to keep us comfortable because our brain is dependent on the survival. Growth feels like danger to the brain. It makes up so many stories that so called excuses to keep us in our comfort zone, that is in a survival mode. That's where we stay stuck. So let's get back to the Mel Robbins story. One night, she was watching a television where she saw a rocket launch. Immediately, she has an idea. She thought this to herself that tomorrow I will launch myself from the bed as they have launched rocket. As usual, she went to sleep and next morning it was heavily freezing outside. The alarm rings. She don't want to get up. She is feeling so sluggish, so tired, and don't want to get out of the bed in this freezing temperature. But she remembered the rocket launch and with no thinking, no motivation, nothing, she suddenly get off the bed, stood up. But what has changed? What that rocket launch has taught? And what is that idea that Mel Robbins had and applied that to get out from the bed that she's been trying since so many days or months, but could not get up. She kept on snoozing the alarm. But suddenly, what's that idea that made her to launch herself out of the bed just like a rocket? Is that the imaginary situation of the rocket launch? No. It's the most powerful 5-second rule that she invented the moment she saw that. on the television while rocket is being launched. What is the rule that helped Mel Robbins to launch herself out of the bed? Whenever we see the rocket launch, before launching the rocket, they kept a timer backwards. It counts 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. So that is the same thing that Mel Robbins has chose to. That is the 5-second rule. Let's understand why this 5-second rule works. Whenever we think of to do something, our brain has just 5 seconds, and within those seconds, we start thinking about multiple excuses. So don't give your brain that 5 seconds gap. Instead, fill those 5 seconds with the backward counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and no more thinking, just acting upon it. So reverse counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 is not just a countdown, it's a trigger to reverse back or to cut that thinking gap to your brain. So this isn't a magic, it's just a pattern breaker. Next time, whenever you want to do something and you are not feeling to do it, just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get up from the place where you sat and start working on your goal. Apply this rule and let me know how this rule has changed your life, because in the book 5-second rule that was written by Mel Robbins, from where I have taken this concept. If you want to read that book, I would highly recommend you to read that book, because the book mentions millions of people's real life examples that how this simple 5-second rule has changed their life. So that's all for today's video, guys. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and take action.